Good morning. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. We have a full weekend. The kids have big plans with my parents this weekend. We have something going on at the brewery for St. Patrick's Day on Sunday. It was supposed to be today, but the weather is horrible, so we had to move it. And I am about to leave for a little 24-hour, back tomorrow morning, antiquing trip with one of my best friends from high school. I've been friends with her for over 20 years. She has a house in the middle of nowhere, like service is awful, in the middle of nowhere, Texas. And we go antiquing, we'll hit up a winery, and then we go back to the house and watch reality. Yeah, I'm excited. Watch like reality television or play games. And it's so refreshing. And I don't do like 24-hour little flings. And I'm like, why not? Especially when my kids are like going to my grandparents. We should do 24-hour things more often. If you are new here, I have done a segment called Fan Favorite Finds for a few years now. It is my favorite segment. I am confident in saying it is the most loved segment here that I do. A few weeks back, I put a question box that said, what is your favorite purchase from Amazon? I ask for the brand name. I buy probably like 25 to 30 items. And then I share my favorite like 5 or 6. And that's what we're going to do this morning. So I'm going to share a few fan favorite finds. This one is such a random but really strong roundup. First item are one of my faves. It's a hand warmer. You can get in a 2-pack or you can buy a single. Hear me out. Right now, it is $16 for a single. I think it's $43 for a double. So if you do that quick math, it's actually cheaper if you buy 2 singles. So you're paying $16 for one. I don't know why you just want one. I guess you could cradle it like a sweet little baby. Just one. But I bought 2. I bought whenever it was a double pack for like $50. Anyways, trust me, if you buy 2 singles, you're going to get a 2-pack that's actually cheaper than the 2-pack they have listed. To turn it on, you just hold this button, and then it's got 3 different settings on heat. It gets hot. It's already hot. Like, I already feel it. It gets hot so quick. They are so good. I've already used them multiple times. I'll even use them just sitting at my desk because I always have cold hands. Or you can put it like on the back of your neck. Perfect for sporting goods. We got soccer going on right now, and it is cold at the night games. I should say they do get hot on both sides, and then here's how you charge it. But so handy. When someone recommended these, I was like, hand warmers, probably not a need, but I'm going to try it because I'm always cold. I take these things everywhere, just around my house with me. They're so awesome. Perfect. And again, they're on a limited time sale for $16 each, which is way cheaper than what they normally are. Next, it's hard for me to pass up trying new socks. I have found some of the greatest socks on Amazon Fan Favorite Finds. If you like no-shows, what make these socks, to me, superior is the super thinness. I love super thin. They have the tighter band around the middle, which I love, so you don't get any of that bunching or the crinkles. But the kicker is that you have 4 bands of that kind of sticky jelly, the grippers, so it does not slide off the back of your heel. Really, really great. You get different, I think it's 4-pack of different colors. We all know that prices can change at any second, even as I do this, but I believe these are like $11.99 for a 4-pack. Great quality. Love them. Next, for all of my game lovers, we as a family have been loving this game. If you submitted Genius Square, kudos, well done, and thank you, because we have spent so many nights playing this game. I even invited neighbors over to sit here and play this game. I taught them. So this game is a really, really fun one. Everyone has a set of blocks. It's only a 2-player game, that needs to be noted. So I bought two sets, and that way me, Vaughn, Berkeley, and Mike could all play. The premise of this game is you are trying to fill this board with your blocks, kind of like Tetris with no holes. Poop. Start with a clean, fresh board because that makes the most sense. So your board is empty and you have these dice. There's 7 that you roll at the beginning of the game and you see what you get. So it'll land on like F4, D5, E4, you get it. So at the very beginning of the game, everyone has these little wood chips. I'm dropping everything. Wood chips, and you place them on the coordinates that you rolled on your dice. So all this is doing is setting up like blank places. So then after everyone's put them on the same spot, you say go and you race to the end on who can put these blocks on their board the fastest to where there's no holes. Get it? It's so fun. Sometimes rounds last a minute, sometimes they last 3 minutes, but every time it's quick, which parents love quick, easy games that kids can keep up with too. It's totally a family game. Another game. We are a huge game family. Anytime I see a game in that suggestion box for fan favorite finds, I'm gonna try it. I'm pretty sure I've talked about every game that I've seen get submitted. So keep submitting games if I haven't seen it. I love, love, love testing games and then recommending them for y'all. Okay, the next game is called Roll For It. It's another simple game that kids can play too. I would say like 8 and up, maybe even 7 or 6 and up. Premise of the game is you have 3 cards facing up in the middle of the table. Everyone has a colored set of dice. 4 people can play at a time. And all you do is take turns going back and forth rolling. And as you roll what are on these cards, so like a 4, if I rolled a 4, I would put it in front of this card. And then as you roll all 3, say I roll all 3 in like, I don't know, 5 turns, then I get 5 points because 5 is what the point value of this card is. Super easy game. It kind of reminds me of Tenzi, where you're rolling the dice and see who can get all the same numbers the quickest, except you're taking out that stress factor of trying to do it really fast. And that's why it's probably better for smaller kids who don't want to be stressed out during a game. You go like my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, and you're all kind of rolling for the same thing. Again, super easy. I have to describe these kind of quickly, otherwise I'll be on here for like 4 minutes explaining each game, so hopefully that made sense. 2 other things that were nominated. I've already used this so many times. It's a scraper. I've gotten stuff off of cabinets. I've gotten stuff off of countertops. I scraped off epoxy. You know those little make-it food toys? My girls love those. And I had clear epoxy in a clump sitting on my countertop. A glump. New word. I could not get it off for anything. And this just went pop, popped it right off. Little scraper doodad, a Scridget, has 2 ends. It has this flat end and then it has this more rounded end, and it comes in a 3-pack. So you get 3 of them. You can kind of keep one in different places in your home. That's what I do. The next thing is so like stupid, simple, but smart. It's a little sticky guy for your dashboard that holds your chapstick, but it also fits like lip gloss tubes, mascara, really anything you want to put in here. You just peel this off and stick it to your dashboard. Oh, it's like $5. You know, one of those things where you're like, why didn't I think of that? I could have thought of that. Taping my chapstick to my dashboard, why don't we do that? Last thing I'm going to show is a micro stitch. And this thing, I feel like everyone could use it. It basically like stitches up clothes. They're little bitty plastic, like attachments, like little, it's like a tag gun, but they're really tiny so you can use it on your clothes for if you have holes or if you need to make like a gap smaller. I think the most common use for this micro stitch and why it's worth it also comes with black, by the way, if you have like a black top or black pants, is if you need to quickly tailor something to fit better, or if you have a really low, sometimes the tops have like low V's, but you could totally overlay it and stitch it to where it closes up a little more. I've used that for this. What else have I used it for? I've used it for holes. I stitched it really quick before I could actually sew it. Whenever I was on set shooting little video for Kohl's, the lady used it on my cuffs. So like if the cuffs, when you roll them on your shirts, drive you crazy, you can chunk, and it keeps it up. So lots of different ways to use this, but I thought that was super helpful. That is it. Again, I have a few more items. If you click the link, it'll take you to all these items, but it'll also show you a few more things that I tested. I actually tested these on Amazon Live, but I also wanted to share them here too for those who missed. So there's a few more finds if you want to check those out. Thank you so much for submitting things. This is honestly, like I said, the most fun segment that I do. I look forward to it. And I'm going to, on the next slide, add another question box where you can add your favorites, and then maybe I'll test your favorite on the next segment. But until then, I am off. I'm like kind of feeling hat vibes today. Antiquing with it. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. It's looking like it's gonna, okay, no hat.
What I want
So we made a game out of thrift shopping and we drew names and we have to find something in these thrift stores for our person. And I have Charity.
I have a reasoning to go. That's